flux, and in the denominator you can see that there is A, and A is the area of cross section through which magnetic lines are passing. This 5 represents the magnetic flux which can be measured in Weber, and in the same manner area of cross section can be measured in meter square. That means we can say that magnetic flux density can be measured in Weber per meter square, or you can observe that there is another unit also, that is Tesla. Magnetic flux are actually the lines of forces or lines of magnetic field lines passing through the unit cross section, through which you can define the magnetic flux density, which is passing, that is magnetic flux lines F are passing through unit cross section at that point. So these are the definition of magnetic flux density. Now let us move forward to the next slide. This is the magnetic flux and flux density. You can observe in the slide that there is one square like thing that is of 1 centimeter square. That means it is a cross section area which is imagined in the air or space medium. Now you can observe the north and south pole of a magnet. You can also observe it in the diagram that the magnetic field lines, or you can say magnetic flux, which is emerging out from the north pole of the magnet and entering back into the south pole of the magnet. Then this magnetic field lines in unit cross section can be defined as flux, that is represented as 5. And you can see that there is one cross section area which is defined, and through at that point the magnetic flux which are passing through that unit cross section can be defined as the magnetic flux and magnetic flux density, which can be also defined as magnetic induction. The symbol of that is B, and in the same manner B is equal to 5 upon A is the equation of that definition. And in the same manner the unit to measure magnetic flux density is Weber per meter square. Let us move towards the next slide. Density of flux or field lines determines force on magnetic poles. This is the point which describes that if question arises in our mind that what does magnetic flux density describes, then density of flux line determines forces on magnetic poles, and direction of flux indicates the direction of force on the north pole. That means if B is equal to 5 upon A is the equation of magnetic flux density. Let us move towards the next point, that is magnetic moment. The first line of this definition describes us that actually what is magnetic moment. The symbol of magnetic moment is mu m. Magnetic moment is a measure of the strength of a magnet, because there are two poles present on a magnet, that is north pole and south pole, and if north pole and south pole are having some magnetic field, and if it is kept in front of another pole, then force is applied or experienced by that particular pole. That means that particular pole is having some particular strength, that is magnetic strength. That means magnetic moment is a measure of the strength of a magnet. Magnetic poles is the measure of magnetic moment, which can be represented as by mu m. The equation to describe mu m can be mu m is equal to pole strength multiply the distance between poles. You can observe here that magnetic moment is a measure of strength of the magnet, and in the same manner it is the product of strength of one of the pole and the distance between the two pole of the magnet. I repeat, it is the product of strength of the one of the pole and the distance between the two poles of a magnet. So mu m is the magnetic moment, which is the measure of the strength of that magnet, which is equal to m. M represents the pole strength multiplied by L, which is the distance between two poles. That means if we want to describe the unit, then the unit to describe pole strength is Weber, and in the same manner the length can be described in meter. That means Weber into meter is the unit to define magnetic moment. Let us go or move towards the next slide, through which we can know more about some of the definition of magnetic materials. Magnetic field strength. Now, as we defined, magnetic field strength H, magnetic field strength or magnetic field intensity. The magnetic field strength H can be also defined as magnetic field intensity. Magnetic field strength is a measure of the force experienced by an unit north pole when placed at a given point in a magnetic field. That means you can also describe that magnetic field strength H can be also defined as the applied field. I repeat, magnetic field strength can also be defined as the applied field. We shall repeat the definition. Magnetic field strength is the measure of force experienced by an unit north pole when placed at a given point in a magnetic field. That means H is equal to force per unit distance. That means force per unit pole strength. That is, F represents the force experienced, in denominator M represents the pole strength. That means if we want to measure the force can be measured in Newton, and in the same manner if we want to measure the pole strength, it can be measured in Weber. That means H is equal to F upon M, that is force per unit pole strength, and Newton per Weber is the unit to measure magnetic field strength. Or the another unit to measure the magnetic field strength is ampere per meter. Let us move towards the next slide to know about the another definition. As you can see that it is the definition of magnetization. Magnetization actually describes about if a material is getting magnetized or not. Let us move towards the magnetization. Magnetization can be represented as by the symbol of capital M. It is the pole strength acquired per unit area of cross section of the specimen. I repeat, it is the pole strength acquired per unit area of cross section of the specimen. As you can see in the slide, capital M represents you can see the first, or you can observe the first equation where M represents the magnetization, which is equal to M, that is the pole strength, divided by A, and small a represents the area of cross section. Now if we redefine the magnetization, then it could be also defined in the manner you can see the next equation, that is M is equal to small m into L, where small m into L, where small m represents the pole strength, and pole strength is multiplied with the distance between the two poles, which is divided by area of cross section multiplied by length. And if area multiplied by length represents the volume, then an m, that is pole strength multiplied by the distance, can be known as magnetic moment. Then magnetic moment upon volume also describes the magnetic moment. That means magnetization can be redefined as the magnetic moment per unit volume also defines the magnetization. I repeat, magnetic moment per unit volume can also be defined as magnetization. The unit to measure magnetization is same, that is ampere per meter. Let us move towards the next slide and define the new basic term. This basic term defines permeability or absolute permeability, or with respect to that we will also describe the permeability for free space. You can observe it in first equation that permeability describes, or it can be defined as the ratio of magnetic induction B. That means B can also be defined as magnetic flux density. The magnetic flux density to the applied field H, that is mu, is equal to B upon H. Mu is the magnetic moment, whereas mu is equal to B. B represents the magnetic flux density or magnetic induction, and in denominator it is H, that is mu is equal to B upon H. In the same manner, the permeability of vacuum of free space is given by mu 0, and mu 0 is the permeability for free space, where mu 0 is equal to B upon H. The value for mu 0 is 4 pi into 10 raised to minus 7 Henry per meter. We can define the magnetic permeability again. The ratio of magnetic induction B to the applied field H. That means if applied field, if there is any applied field, and in the same manner there will be some magnetic induction, or with respect to there will be some magnetic flux density generated with respect to the applied magnetic field H. Let us move towards the next permeability definition. You can observe here that relative permeability. Now, with respect to mu 0, if we want to check relative to permeability of free space, what is the new permeability or relative permeability, we can check through this equation, that is mu r is equal to mu upon mu 0. In this equation, mu r is relative permeability, mu is absolute permeability, and mu 0 in denominator describes the permeability in free space, which is actually 4 pi into 10 raised to minus 7. So from this equation, if B is equal to mu H, then in place of that mu, you can just describe that mu, that is absolute permeability, will be equal to mu 0 into mu r. B will be equal to mu 0 into mu r into H. That is, relative permeability can be defined as the relative permeability mu of a medium is defined as the ability of the medium to allow the magnetic flux to penetrate through itself. That means it is the ability of the medium to allow the magnetic flux to penetrate through itself. That means mu is the absolute permeability. Then it can be written in this manner, that mu is equal to mu 0 into mu r. The unit to measure the absolute permeability is Henry per meter, and the relative permeability or the magnitude or value of relative permeability is mu r is equal to 1. That means if the relative permeability of air, vacuum and non-magnetic materials are always mu r is equal to 1. So this was the equations relative to permeability and definitions relative to permeability. We described about absolute permeability, relative permeability and permeability in free space. In the same manner, we could describe about magnetic susceptibility. Magnetic susceptibility describes many things. If we describe about magnetic susceptibility, the magnetic susceptibility describes that it is the ease of a magnet or a magnetic material through which it can be magnetized. That means a magnetic material or a magnet, how can it be easily magnetized? Then this is if a material is easily magnetized, then it can be measured with the help of magnetic susceptibility. Then there will be change with respect to magnetization and the applied field in magnetic susceptibility of that material. Let us redefine that. Magnetic susceptibility measures the ease with which the materials can be magnetized. That means there are various types of materials which are having different properties in comparison to others. That means some materials are easily magnetized, while some of the materials are not easily magnetized. Some of the materials are easily demagnetized, and in the same manner some of the materials are not easily demagnetized. So in the same manner, if we describe the magnetic susceptibility, we could define that if any material in comparison to other, how easily it can be magnetized. So it is defined as the ratio of intensity of magnetization M to the magnetic field strength S. You can observe the equation, that is chi is equal to M upon H. The X or chi symbol, it represents the magnetic susceptibility, which is equal to M, which is the magnetization, and H represents the applied magnetic field or magnetic field strength, through which you can define the magnetic susceptibility. Now, if we want to measure the unit, or if we want to know the unit of magnetic susceptibility, then let us get that unit. M, that is magnetization, the unit of magnetization is ampere per meter. And if we describe about the denominator, then denominator H is applied magnetic field or magnetic field intensity or magnetic field strength. Then magnetic field strength is also having the unit of ampere per meter. That means in denominator's unit and numerator's unit both cancelled out. That means magnetic susceptibility is not having any dimension. That means it is a dimensionless quantity, it does not have any type of unit. That means magnetic susceptibility unit is nil, nothing. Let us move forward towards the next